Hey, Steve Zucker, welcome back to Poke Suit Channel. Hey, this just came in. This is one of the nicest Joe Passes I've ever had, actually. The best are the ones in the 90s. This one's about a 94, 95, and it's got a really, really beautiful, almost like kind of like a quilted back. It's not just flame, it's got the big kind of things of quilt. It's even got some kind of stripes. This is very rare wood because usually maple doesn't have those stripes like that. It makes it more rare, and I do believe personally it adds to the sound. But yeah, this is a beautiful guitar, and I'll go 525 on it. The strings are older than hell though, but I'll probably change them here soon. But it's a really nice guitar. But I want to talk about something actually completely different a little bit here. I just recently I set a goal a few months ago to buy a mountain cabin and build a recording studio in it. Put 5 or 6 really nice guitars in there and a keyboard so I can look out at the forest and compose music and record it. That's my goal. I believe sometimes when you set a goal, then your subconscious mind begins to look for ways to bring it to fruition. I'm an extreme extrovert. I talk to people everywhere I go, and I don't, tread light. I tread very lightly on opportunities, but I became aware of something a few months ago and started looking into it and decided to join up. And this is not a get rich quick thing. It's a get rich slow thing, but it's helping people save 15 to 85% on pharmaceuticals. And I don't know. I've actually bought in guitars. It's a true story. I bought in guitars from people that were so stressed out. Just trying to pay $700-800 a month for their meds. The pharmaceutical industry just rips people off, and most of the people that get ripped off really need that extra income for food and rent or mortgage or whatever it might be, just to sustain their life. And this is a true story. I actually bought a guitar once. It was a Gibson Super 400. It was an older one. I drove about 5 or 6 hours up north. I live in Huntington Beach, California, by the ocean. I'm about 40 minutes from LA, but I drove about 5 or 6 hours up kind of by Pismo Beach. I bought a really nice Gibson Super 400, older vintage one from a man. He was really cool. I paid him more than any pawn shop or any music store would pay. I obviously bought it at a price I could make a little bit of profit, but I really tried to be as fair as I could. And as I was kind of walking away with the guitar, he had tears streaming down his face. But he told me one of the reasons he had to sell his guitar was because his meds were costing him $700-800 a month. This is a true story. And I've met other people in the same situation, and it's not something that I normally really think about. I don't really have a lot of passion for pharmaceuticals. I have a lot of passion for guitar and music, as everybody out there knows. And I invented the speed pick and the Zookies, as marketed by Dunlap. My original CD, Transporter, is reviewed at vintageguitar.com. Just go to vintageguitar.com, put in Steve Zook. But to be honest with you, I've been kind of looking for something for a while that's pragmatic, where there's no inventory involved, where I don't have to high pressure people, I don't have to buy a bunch of stuff. All you do in this business is give free cards to people, or a business, or people that want to kind of get that out to other people, and you make a little bit of money. It's a really great. And I took 3 months looking at this thing backwards and forwards. I've talked to the president of the company. And it's a really good situation. And so all I'm trying to suggest is that if you want to take a look at this, I'll put my link to the opportunity page for this. And I feel good about it. I feel really good about it because it's helping people. And like I said, the pharmaceutical companies and what's called the PBMs, which I just learned this term, is I think pharmacy benefit administrators. It's not, they're kind of evil. They're not helping people. They're ripping people off. And I was the other day I was at a pharmacy getting something, and I saw somebody just trying to get some cough syrup for their son, and the guy goes, "That'll be $75," and the guy just about fainted. It's ridiculous. So what's nice about this business opportunity is you can work it 2 or 3 hours a week, whatever you want to do, and maybe it's going to take a little bit of time, but you can end up making an extra 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a year. My goal is to make, well, like I said, my goal is to buy a mountain cabin and put a recording studio in it. But, pharmaceuticals are trillions and trillions of dollars a year. So this is an opportunity to actually help people and make some money and do something good. It's the guy that owns the company calls this a disruptive business model. I love that. I do a little bit of business consulting myself, and I do some sales training for companies, and I have some big, huge projects I'm working on, like coffeechannel.com and things. I've always got something going on because I'm an entrepreneur as well as an artist. I'm just a creative person. But I love that idea of a disruptive business model, meaning you go into an industry where there's a lot of let's put it this way, lack of integrity, and it's not fair to people, and you set up a company to where it's helping people and it's a win-win. People save between 15 and 85% on their pharmaceuticals. They just go to you don't have to give a bunch of information on that. You just go to the site, you put in what you're looking for. It tells you all the places you can get it and what the cheapest price is. You don't have to enter a ton of information. You just put in the name of the drug you're looking for, and then when they go to the pharmacy, they just present the card. It's really easy, really an easy thing. But I actually feel really good about doing this. It's kind of put a little more positive spring in my step. It's kind of nice to know that I'm building something for the future of my family and for my retirement, and to do some things I want to do, like buy a mountain cabin and put a recording studio in it. So I've found that when it comes to business opportunities, you have to keep an open mind, because you might say no to something that could really be good for your life, and the fact that there's no physical inventory is so cool, But anyway, I'll put a link on too, so you can go to the look at the business opportunity. Boy, I gotta get some new strings on this, but it even sounds even great with these strings. Look, they've been on here for over a year, but this is just gorgeous. Like I said, I'll go $525 on it. It comes with a case. That's got one of the best backs I've ever seen. This thing just sounds amazing, even with strings that are a year and a half old. It's an older one made in Korea. It's got a case. One latch is a little goofed up. Anyway, if you want to email me with any questions, feel free. Steve Zook, the number 7 at yahoo.com. So STEVEZOOK 7, not spelled out, just 7 at yahoo.com. And I'll put a link to this business opportunity, and it's $199, but this month, March, you can get in for $149. And I'm only going to bring about 10 people in this month, and the people I bring in are really going to have some advantages, being that I'm getting 38,000 views a month on my YouTube and everything. And I also own LADeal.com, and I'll be helping you guys get exposure. And I've got some great ideas for building this business too. I've already touched bases with a guy who's actually kind of like a director for a security company, and he's given me an okay to distribute some cards in a little mall. And this is going to be fun, because I talk to people everywhere I go anyway, so why not make an extra 30, 40, 50, 60 grand a year for helping people save money. And so it's going to be an easy thing. So anyway, if you're interested at all, follow the link. I would just ask you, keep an open mind, because this is a good situation. Like I said, I do business consulting, I do sales training for companies, but music and guitar is really my true passion in life. But like I said, I have a goal, and I understand sometimes when you have a goal, you got to keep an open mind about it, about how it might come to fruition. I think I better get some new strings on this guitar. Hope I have a chance to play this for a while. It's just beautiful, isn't it? It's even got some nice soaking patterns on the top, a little sideways patterns here, and this color is just, reminds me of the color of like an old Super 400 or something, and these pickups just sound amazing. So anyway, any questions, email me or call me, 714-548-0385, and we'll go from there. But yeah, a lot of people have goals in life, but they don't have a way to get there. So if you get involved, and especially something with no physical inventory, there's so many positives to this opportunity. I feel a lot better since I've done it. It seems like it kind of gets rid of a little bit of fear in life when you have something pragmatic, especially something that you can work 2 hours a week if you want, 20 hours, a half an hour, whatever, But I'm going to be helping people that work with me on this, giving you guys some great ideas on how to really maximize the little bit of time you put into it. So, all right, take care, folks. Bye-bye.